Shawori abiakwana mozu pem. Biafra abiakwana mozu. Ndi Igbo abiakwana mozu. Hello my wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters. Ndi ihe ọma na-adị mma. Ekelekwe m onye ọbụla biko onye chiri ebe o chiri ya zere. My name is Amandia Neze from the platform of Okute Daily Talk. And I need to carry this news come for Nadomoto. This one na Biafran IPOB news release where they come to Nadomoto. And this message is directly from the above. I mean, sometimes when the police they said order from above. So this one is order from above. Mazinam the Kano and IPOB, according to the sit at home that is ravaging our region. Even as a governor of Enugu State is celebrating that his victory is because of he banned the sit at home, whereby Choma Oti Alex is celebrating his 100 days, 120 days in office with a lot of infrastructural development. Then the so-called Fulani governor of Enugu State, Peter Mbano, said he won the election in a tribunal, in court, because he banned the sit at home. Can you imagine that? That is what somebody is celebrating. And that is what he will celebrate in his 4 years in office. Mark my word. From today, mark my word that what he will celebrate is, after all, he achieved the banning of sit at home, but sit at home is still going on in the different parts of the southeast. Anyway, make hear the headline where I carry come for this very particular Friday morning. In fact, before I proceed, happy Friday to you all. TGIF. Thank God it is Friday. Today, now the day of Bang Bang Dindim. My advice and candidate word where I go give to my fans. Anyone where they drink, I beg. When you drink finish, make sure say you know drive. And when you are driving, no drinking, I beg. Life no get duplicated. So this one, now waiting I say, make I tell on all the very, very important part. As they prepare for the Bang Bang Dindim, remember say, my dear, you need to save because Unkonye Paranokochi, according to my Igbo people. I don't know how I want to interpret this one for English. I beg anybody will know the English translation. Make it drop on the comment section. I beg I can't come and kill myself. Anyway, make on I hear the headline where we carry come here. He said, Mazinam the Kano and the IPOB ended the sit at home due to criminal that hijacked. And those criminals were sponsored by the so-called Nigerian government to blackmail ESN and the North Army. IPOB clarifies and warns against linking movement with criminalities. In other words, what it's trying to let you know is that anything that is happening any moment from now, in short, but both those ones have been happening since the IPOB and Mazinam the Kano, even with his written note, called off the sit at home, say that one, concern IPOB, say that one, now autopilot, and his Biafran Liberation Army, and then they in charge of all these things, because Mazinam the Kano, the IPOB, even the lawyers are wash their hand off anything that got to do with the sit at home. So make one don't know they attribute anything where it don't happen. Say na IPOB, and then they do it. Go to Simon Ekpa's X page, which is formerly known as Twitter. You will see the video where he's praising the so-called the Biafran Liberation Army. Despite the fact we know say this one na the Jew, na Nigerian government, na them get all those boys where go attack the military. They sacrifice their own military just to indict IPOB and Mazinam the Kano and ESN. Just to have a reason to go inside the villages and be miming and massacring our people for no reason. Unknown government attack their military, kill them and burn their vehicles according to them. Then you are going to village by village, burning people's businesses, people's livelihood, even to the extent of using a knife or machete to be destroying their farmlands. That they send you, these people, those Nigerian government is just using every avenue to massacre the Biafran people. All these plans, na them cause them. Na them go still come out and sell us, hey, they do. Who put the danger that it's about to complete 4 years very soon in office. All this insecurity. Have you ever heard that one person has been prosecuted? Have you ever heard that one person have been tried and jailed for all the insecurity? Because na them, na their hand. If you come out now, they will tell you, oh, this one that happened now is politically motivated. Who is politically motivated? Nigerian government are just trying everything humanly possible to make sure that they continue the Mazinam the Kano. And once anyone happen, the so-called Simon Ekpa will be in Finland and take glory and say, yes, my men are working, my boss are working. And Nigerian government will see all these things because Twitter is not something that once he posts anything, back up even before you think of deleting it under 1 minute, my brother, that thing has been circulated to the whole world. They are seeing all these things. Nobody saying anything. I never see where they say, oh, we are going to go to repatriate him. But they are busy looking for a way to repatriate David Hundoyin from Ghana. Can you imagine that? What have David Hundoyin done now? Just simply because an investigative journalist is opening their secret being hidden from the public. Than the people than somebody who will come out and take responsibility and say, yes, my men do this. My men, I send them to kill the Nigerian army. If they do not leave our land, we will finish all of them. And the Nigerian government sees all these things and keep calm. The only thing they can do is going from houses to houses, destroying people's lives and their means of livelihood, and massacring innocent people who knows nothing about what happened. That is the avenue they are taking to kill Biafrans, to reduce the population of Biafrans. So that tomorrow they will tell you, oh, Biafrans is just only 1 million people. How can 1 million people become a nation? Imagine that. We are watching. Anyway, my wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters, I beg you, here we go test our news. In case you never know, my name never change you. Now, Mandia is from the platform of Okute Daily Talk. I beg this one. Now, IPOB press release. Help me share this message. Like it, comment on it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. If it touches your mind, it is not by force, it is by choice. Let us go there. The public should ignore Nigeria's military fallacious claims of neutralizing IPOB or ESN operatives at Arochukwu and Enugu Forest. The Nigerian government's desperate efforts to blackmail IPOB and ESN for over 8 good years have always failed because IPOB's approach to self-determination is in line with the Nigerian laws, international laws, and the Commonwealth laws. In a desperate move to blackmail IPOB and ESN, Nigerian security agents, particularly the DSS, have sponsored armed groups in Biafra land while detaining Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and illegally. But our disciplined approaches have always exonerated the movement from these sponsored criminals. The viral pictures and videos circulated by the Nigerian military showed they invaded the camp of Biafra National Guard, that's BNG. The BNG are not part of IPOB and have never claimed to have anything to do with IPOB. IPOB members are unarmed civilians who are pursuing Biafra self-determination peacefully according to UN principles. On the other hand, in order to protect our people and farmlands from Fulani terrorists nicknamed herdsmen, the Nigerian leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu established Armed Vigilante Eastern Security Network ESN to curtail the murderous activities of the Fulani terrorists in our farms and forests. Since ESN was launched and the Fulani terrorists dislodged, the Nigerian government and her security agents have launched countless media propaganda against our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the IPOB movement and ESN operatives. No amount of blackmail against IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and ESN will slow our resolve to march for the freedom of Biafra nation. Secondly, the claims of the Nigerian military of being responsible for stopping the infamous sit-at-homes are laughable. As much as the sit-at-home was an IPOB brainchild and a powerful strategy of IPOB before the Nigerian agents hijacked and absorbed its ending was as a result of proactive actions by the IPOB and our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu printed flyers, posters, and banners informing our people that sit-at-home is over and has been over, and sit-at-home is no more. The Nigerian military must stop telling lies that they stopped sit-at-home. How did they stop sit-at-home? That they were complicit about. Our intel revealed that Nigerian security forces removed their uniforms to enforce Monday sit-at-home. In the southeast, in the Yaram, IPOB and our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, ended the infamous sit-at-home, not the Nigerian military. The Nigerian military aggravated the sit-at-home by their tactic support of the criminals enforcing the sit-at-home so that they can blackmail IPOB and ESN. The Nigerian military and her sister security forces are part of the insecurity and criminalities, including banditry in our territory, just to demonize IPOB and ESN. Over 75% of the violent crimes in the southeast are perpetrated and directly sponsored by the Nigerian military, DSS, and police to blackmail IPOB, ESN, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and others. Nigeria security agents ceaseless media blackmail against IPOB on every crime in Biafra land is now a childish game. In the process of blackmailing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the IPOB movement, the Nigerian government and her security forces have battered their remaining integrity. Our mission is to restore Biafra sovereignty. No amount of blackmail against IPOB and ESN will deter our resolve. Let the Nigerian government, her murderous security, and the compromised media continue their blackmail, but we must continue with the mission. We shall not retreat nor surrender to intimidations and or blackmail. Instead of blackmailing IPOB, they should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as the appeal court has ordered, if indeed they want to end insecurity in Biafra land. This message is from Comrade Ima Powerful, Media and the Publicity Secretary for IPOB. Hashtag Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Hashtag Free Biafra. Hashtag Biafra referendum now. That is what the Biafrans are asking from the Fulani control government of Nigeria. If there's any integrity that still remain with the so-called UN, let them intervene. If there's any integrity still remain with the so-called Commonwealth, let them intervene. If there's still any integrity that remain with the so-called ECOWAS and African Union, let them intervene. We're not calling about US or UK because those ones cannot do anything. They can never do anything because it was their plan to still impoverish and still massacre the IPOBs and Biafrans still today. So if they are not involved, they would have done something by now. But whichever way it is, Biafra is what sacrosanct, and it must surely come when at due time. So my wonderful people and my wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters, anywhere where they, as long as you see this message, if you fail to share it, you are not a true Biafran and you are not a true Southeastern and you are not a true Igbo. Despite the fact that Biafrans is not only Igbos, we have Efik, we have Akwa Iboms, we have Rivers, and other people that cannot speak Igbo fluently. Despite the fact that Igbos is not the main original Igbo that we to speak, they have their own way they pronounce things. But if you take it very well, it's still the same Igbo. So let us do what? Continue this mission of sharing this message. Make sure it gets to every nook and crannies what the Nigerian government have been doing, and they have been failing woefully. Listen to me, we don't hold anybody accountable. We don't hold anybody apology for what or whatsoever that is the Nigerian government are doing, and we are responding to them the way they want it. Anyway, my wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters, I beg you. Now here, I can tell you on make on help me. They share this message, they like, they comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be right back again with another blockbuster. Have a nice day, my good Lord bless you, Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Bye for now. Kemesiano. No easy, my brother. By the way, say